What in the world, boy? It's your boy Big Low Kuntry. I hope that everybody out there is doing great tonight. For everybody out there that don't know me, my name is Big Low Kuntry. I'm just an old country boy, former football coach that loves to sit around and talk about sports. You could have been anywhere in the world tonight, but you're here with us, and we definitely and greatly appreciate that. Unfortunately, we are here under some circumstances that are beyond our control. Our Atlanta Falcons lost to the Tennessee Titans today. A game that a lot of people thought was going to be a win, but unfortunately, here we are. Here we are. So, first of all, y'all know the rules. If you're watching the show after we've gone live already, make sure that you put a what in the world bow in the comments. Also, make sure that you share the channel with your friends and family. I'm going to go ahead and tell you, Bo, this particular game right here, it was very frustrating. I apologize if the voice sounds a little bit funny. Old Big Low Kuntry was in Nashville partying last night. I had to show them folks up there in Nashville how to do the correct boot scoop boogie. I got so frustrated after the day's loss. It's one of those situations where what I had to do was, because they said that the natural fighter of high blood pressure is sleep. So if it's looking like I might have like a little bit of sleep in my eyes, or might say, hey, Big Low he don't seem as aware as he should be, it's because I just woke up. Also, we got Coach Ronan in the building. What's going on, Coach Ronan?
Hey, ho, ho.
Oh, God.
Arthur Smith has got to go. Hey.
Okay.
Ho, ho.
Lord
And
have mercy.
so does Desmond Ridder.
What? Wow. Wow. So, you see, I got a little bit of Pepsi here because I got to get up for this coaches meeting, because I'm pretty sure, as you heard Coach Ronan refer to, if unless you're under a rock, it's a situation where Desmond Ridder was benched today, and it was one of those situations where people are saying, "Oh, it was a concussion." Concussion.
He wasn't even put in concussion protocol.
Well, look, like I said, we're going to talk about it and chop it all up. But first of all, we got to show love to everybody showing love to us. I see William Amy's in here. Just moving forward, I think we just need to get rid of some players for next offseason. Dang, coach, we 4-4. We still tied for first in the division. Monty Cushioner says we're too lax as if we are in the NFL's playing for a playoff berth in a subpar division. Okay. Douglas Ferriton says only reason why the game was close is because of Tyler Heinicke, and that is completely correct. That is completely correct. Let's see. Definitely got J.J. Ayers in here. He said the game had me like, what in the world, Bo? I'm still mad. Yes. It was a tough situation. I ain't gonna lie to you. Quad Evans is in here. He says, isn't it about who is better at quarterback? This is about Arthur Smith head coaching job, good or bad. It's tied to, look, Arthur Smith, it seems like.
Did you finish reading the comment?
Yeah, he says good or bad, it's tied to Ritter.
Okay, to Ritter.
But the thing is that the common denominator is Arthur Smith in this situation, right? The last couple of seasons, the offense has kind of sputtered, and who's the person that we look back on in these situations? It's Arthur Smith. D. Lawton, what in the world, Bo? He says, I hope the devil stays on. Wait a minute, you hope? I'm hoping you meant to say Desmond stays on the bench. What in the world? John Higgins, he says, man, I can't even talk tonight, Big Low Kuntry. I'm too tired. Oh, I'm tired of this. This is crazy. I might come with you hey, man, come on and chop it up with us for a few minutes at least, Coach. Look, that's what we're here for. This is what we're here for. So, as everybody else is trickling in, first of all, welcome to the show. Welcome to Big Low Kuntry Sports. We definitely and greatly appreciate it. We're going to talk about what was going on with the Atlanta Falcons today, and moving forward, how are we going to resolve these issues? I also want to shout out everybody that's driving back from Nashville tonight. We were down there. Well, we were up there, and we had a great time over the weekend. Shouts out to everybody making the trip, whether you're on a bus trip, Rise Up Tour. Shouts out to Jack Spade, my homeboy Mike, the Falconator, Thomas, everybody. Look, we had a great time, and moving forward, we hope everybody gets home safely. Shouts out to the family, Grandma Country, Mama Country, everybody. So let's go ahead and break this thing on down. Y'all know that I'm one of those guys, especially as a coach. Whenever you see coaches walking around with a notepad during the game, it's things that they want to remember. They keep up. A lot of times they break up the responsibilities of like pivotal plays and things that you're supposed to keep up with. Excuse me, let's say holding calls. One coach, he's in charge of keeping up with the amount of holding calls and who gets the holding calls, the pass interferences. Sometimes you just count the times that people get beat. But at the end of the day, we're looking at the score, and I'm saying, man, we lost this game 23-28. 7 of those points shouldn't have even been on the board. I mean, let's go ahead and go to the beginning of the game when DeAndre Hopkins literally had an offensive pass interference against A.J. Terrell. Let's be completely honest. He grabbed him, turned him around. Referee ain't say nothing. It almost looked like they were ballroom dancing. He legit spent that. He spun the man, Coach Ronnie. He turned the man around while he was running up the field. For anybody that don't know, your boy DeAndre Hopkins had a 3-touchdown game today. He basically veteraned us today. Like he pulled some veteran moves, and I mean he just got the best of us. And maybe it's one of those situations where those guys realize that they need to go ahead and move on from Ryan Tannehill because Will Levis looks like the real deal. I don't know if you, I don't know what you think about that, Coach Ronnie, but.
Well, I didn't get to see him because I was doing the driving.
Yeah.
But, I mean, from the play-by-play, he sounded like a vet. And he scorched our top 3 defense.
Yep.
Like, carved it up.
Excuse me. Yeah, I mean, and the crazy thing is like, so, because I never got a chance to kind of look at the numbers because we always talk about how the numbers tell a story. If you go off of the way that those commentators were talking during the game, you would have thought for sure he put up 389 yards on us. But, I mean, he got 238 yards, but he got 4 touchdowns. And, like I said, one of them should have been on the board. Another one, Richard Grant just got his draws burnt off. He tried to bite on the double move, and then DeAndre Hopkins just got past him. And then, DeAndre Hopkins just found an open spot for that 3rd touchdown. But, I mean, I think, and we're going to get to this a little bit later, that it's one of those situations where Arthur Smith watched Will Levis come onto the field with his first career start and throw 4 touchdowns against us. And then he looked at his player who looked completely petrified, piss running down his leg as he continuously gets sacked. It was like, Desmond, is your head hurting? I'm just saying. Like he was like, hey, do you feel kind of woozy? You know how you used to talk to people back in the day and they be talking to you, be like, yeah, your head feels kind of woozy, doesn't it? While they're nodding their head. I think that might have been one of those situations where Arthur Smith and Desmond, because Desmond Ridder compared to a Will Levis today, it was head and shoulders showing who was the better player. Now, did the offensive line help him out? No, they didn't. Did Arthur Smith help him out? No, he didn't. At the end of the day, Arthur Smith didn't help out Tyler Heinicke. And it showed. But it's one of those situations where we're legit going to talk about it, man.
We got some interesting stuff going on in the chat right now.
What we got going on in the chat?
So we got a lot of those Saints fans in here because they won a game.
What?
Fine.
Oh, so now they want to show up.
So much trash.
What the Saints fans
They're
talking about?
talking so much trash in this chat right now.
What are them Saints
They're
fans
just basically
saying?
like, oh, who lost? Who won today?
Okay.
It was definitely the Saints.
Oh, man. Boy.
Who? I'm trying to find somebody's comment was like, maybe y'all just not that good, Bo.
Oh, okay.
Jerry G is in here feeling good, and Tramal said he had a song request
Oh,
for
my
us. I'm
goodness.
sure it's some talking trash.
Oh, my goodness.
Then we got a special guest in here.
Oh,
We got
special guest.
Rosalind Perez, our favorite Packers fan, was cheering for us today.
Shouts out to Rosalind Perez. What's up, Roz? I see you. Shouts out to Roz, man. Roz keeps me in line every day, man. Shouts out to Roz. I hope you're doing good, man. Hope you're doing good. Tell Fonz we asked about him. Tell Fonz we asked him. Fonz and Dylan.
And of course, there's a lot of talk about the Ritter Heinicke situation, but we got a couple of super chats you might want to read.
Okay, we got a couple super chats. Monty Cushing is in here. Monty says, we win if Tennessee wasn't gifted a tutty. The special teams killed us with field position. Dahlman and McGarry were horrid. And by the way, D-Hop got away with OPI in the third quarter. I mean, it was the first quarter, what, if I'm not mistaken? Anyway, all of those things are correct. And you know what is also correct? That da-da-da, that's a Superman chat. Shouts out to you, man. We also got another Superman chat, Coach Padre. He says, hey, Big Low, the ASGTG, which is the Arthur Smith Gots to Go, is gaining steam. He said, he's the call, folks. If you call now, no membership fees till 2024 and a free ASGTG Infinity Scarf.
Oh, wow.
What in the world? He says, rebellion can be stylish. Hello. First of all, what's an infinity scarf?
It's one of those scarves that's just a circle. So it's always like wrapped around. You can just keep
Oh,
wrapping
okay.
it.
So, yeah, so
It's a circle. It's not a straight, like, long rectangle.
I always said that wasn't a scarf. That's not a scarf. That's a piece of fabric. Anyway, dun-da-dun. That's a Superman check. Shouts out to Padre with the infinity scarves. And next time I see him, I'm hoping that I see him wearing a piece of fabric, which he calls an infinity scarf. Michael Taylor, he says, I coined the name Falcons Fool. It can be a decade. Man, what in the world? Okay. So we got a few people in here tonight. We got our Saints fans who, I've never seen someone come out of the closet naked like this before. You remember that old school Michael Jackson song? Shouts out to MJ after watching the MJ musical. Keep it in the closet. It's like these Saints fans. Shouts out to my big brother Big Q getting naked out the closet. That's who they are. They win a game. Oh, yeah. All of a sudden they feel like, oh yeah, baby, yeah, baby. We sitting over here and then also we also want to give a special shout out to the Panthers fans who just released their debut album. Monkeys do fall out of trees sometimes because
Okay.
released their debut album. Monkeys do fall out of trees sometimes because that's how rare the Panthers get a win. They got a win today, so somebody take the monkey to the veterinarian because he fell out the tree. Shouts out to him, man. Oh man, so the Atlanta Falcons, they are still tied for first in the division, at 4-4, and it's going to be an interesting race coming down the stretch. But question is, Coach Ronnie, how did we get here? That's the question. So if y'all remember, in the post-game coaches meeting that we had last week, it was one of those cases where, everybody was excited because we got the win, right? And everybody was saying, hey, it's a situation where we're going to turn things around. Desmond Ridder, he finally got it figured out. Maybe Arthur Smith is finally getting out of his own way. And I kept saying, we're getting tired of being on that emotional roller coaster. Loving you ain't nothing healthy. Shouts out to Vivian Green. We said we're getting tired of being on an emotional roller coaster. And what happens? Against a team who was literally selling everything. They done took everything to the Goodwill and put all their clothes in front of the garage and having a fire sale. And here we are thinking that we're just going to waltz in, come bopping into Nissan Stadium and just take a win. And what happens? We came bopping in there and we came limping out. It was a trap game. Now, Fact of the matter is, I had a few people make the comment whenever we released our initial reaction to the loss. A few people said, man, Coach, hold on now. Trap games are for teams who are good.
Ugh.
I was like, what? Trap game?
Oh my
I
God.
said, what?
Wow.
Wow, coaches?
I agree.
Okay, Coach Ray. Okay, Coach Ray. But the fact of the matter is that I can only imagine that coming into this game with after trading probably your best defensive player, Derrick Henry's on the trade block, Ryan Tannehill's hurt. You got the top 3 defense in the league, and you're getting ready to come up against a rookie quarterback. You make you say, hey man, yeah, we should be able to win this game if we're legit that team in the NFC South, and if we legit think that we're that one of the best defensive teams in the league, we should be able to win this game. That's a no, my friend. That's a no, my friend. Shouts out to my brother John Person. He says it was amazing meeting y'all, Coach Low and Coach Ronan. Shouts out to you, my friend.
Hey guys, just so you know, if you have any ladies out there in the audience,
Oh Lord,
John Person is single. He has nice smooth skin. His braids are freshly done. No Jim Jones scruffy braids going on with John Person. You know, just keep an eye out, ladies. He's looking for a wife. Keep him moving. Let's go.
What? How did we get here?
I'm starting my matchmaking service.
First of all, if anybody would be the matchmaker in this family, it's me.
What?
Yes.
You think you would be a better matchmaker than me?
Yes.
Absolutely not.
Coach Ronan.
Why would you be better than me?
Because it's like I know how 2 people would be able to go together.
You're terrible at reading people.
I'm great at reading
No,
people.
you're not.
What you mean by that?
Oh, okay. We're not going to have this argument on the show. Let's talk about this game.
All
But
right.
everybody know I would be the better matchmaker. Put the 1 in the chat if you think I would be a better matchmaker.
Oh, so you gonna use
Put a 2 in the chat if you think Coach Low would be a better matchmaker. This is ridiculous.
So you gonna use my thing? Okay. All right. Okay.
Oh my
Wow,
God.
Coach Ronan. Wow. And yes, I see the Saints in here. Somebody talk about next week, go Vikings. Saints fans.
They're such haters.
Such haters, boy.
All right, so we got some answers coming in. We got some.
Oh, God.
Couple people said Marino's like, no, let's have the argument.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Let's see what the answers are. Wait a minute. Hold on. Todd says 1.
Thank you, Todd.
Plus 1, which is 2. Nah, I'm playing. D says 2. D Law says 2.
He must want to stay single.
What?
He said 2. He must want to stay single.
Okay, you don't know if D single. Anyway, Nando says 2. Will Amy says 1. Come on, Will.
Exactly.
Come on,
And
Will.
Tara Moody, 1. Marino, 1. Dre Murphy, 1.
Come on, Dre.
Mafi,
Hey.
1.
Mafi,
ATL
really?
Stateman,
ATL,
1.
you
C
too?
double, triple 1s. I think we've decided here.
Golly,
Demetrius
God.
Jeffrey, I need to be matched with a special female. Y'all hook me up, Big Low and Coach Ronnie. Shout out to Demetrius.
Shout out to you, Demetrius. I'll hook you up. I don't know what Coach Ronan doing over there. By the mouth says,
Oh my God.
by the mouth says, can I request Jasmine Sullivan in love with another man
Oh my God.
for the Falcons? Because that's how y'all dumping Desmond Ridder.
Okay.
Dustin, I said you do it for this. Dustin, that's the Superman chat. Wow, volleyball. I can't help you with that. So.
We got some more votes coming in.
Oh my God, here we go.
Douglas Farrington, 1. Eric Mack, 1. Oblivion Empire, he was feeling bad. He put
knows.
2.
He
He
knew.
put 2 in the chat.
He knew.
John Higgins finger
Thank you,
slipped.
John.
He
Thank
used
you.
all the 1s for the 3rd in the back of his head.
Okay.
He put 2.
All right, I hear you. My
JJ
bad.
talking about 2. I got to stick with my brother just because.
That's right.
Whatever, JJ.
That's right.
Whatever,
That's right,
JJ.
There you go. Josh said Coach Ronan is hilarious. Okay, all right. You get all gassed up. Stephon here says, you hit the nail on the head, Big Low. He says, how can old Artie tell the Falcons fans to be patient with Ritter after seeing Levis perform at a high level? He says, get rid of Ritter and get a winner. Man, boy, hero for a zero. Da-da-da. That's a Superman chant. Goodness gracious,
Ooh,
man.
Boy, that's interesting.
Well, I mean,
where are you going to start?
Let's start with offense. Let's start with
Can
offense.
we start with special teams?
Let's start with special teams. Let's start with special teams. What in the world are we doing on special teams? Goodness gracious. I'm sitting up here. We're fielding punts in the 2-yard line. It's like, do you not know where you're at on the field? And it's like, my whole thing is like, okay, I understand it's a mistake. Everybody makes mistakes. You turn around and do it again, fielded another punt. It's like, you got started, 3 times within the 10 or 15-yard line? Because he fielded it. He tried to make some moves. I was like, boy, you catch that thing, you better do something. Like,
You
no
gotta
sit up
bring
here.
it out.
Yeah, like, and then not only that, it's also a situation where they kick the ball off and they pooch kick it, and the ball could have easily went out of bounds. And Keith Smith runs back downfield, catches it, and we start the ball off there from within the 15-yard line. I sit here like, who is the special teams coach? Did the special teams coach go to the same school that Dave McGraw went to?
Rude Jedi said special teams was horrible today, kept being in our own 10 or 5-yard line. They didn't let the ball hit the end zone. And Will Amy said we're going to need to look for some offensive coaches and a special teams coach.
It is rough. It is rough.
I don't understand, like, I feel like the first time something like that happened, the coach should be on the sideline like, don't ever do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, there should be immediate, hey, that was a bad decision. We're not making that choice.
Somebody should get their head bit off.
But it feels like it was kind of just like, oh, do what feels right. Like it wasn't a big deal because they did it again.
I've never seen special teams that bad except for the team we coach. I've never
Come
seen
on, when the kid touched the ball.
The kid just touched the ball.
Okay.
I ain't,
No, we're not going.
I ain't even going down there. I've never seen special teams that bad. Shouts out to Tyson. Oh my God, special teams was just trash. Jay Moss said special teams had me confused. The special team had itself confused all day. They didn't just have us confused. They had themselves confused. Yeah, man, you're right. We were shooting ourselves in the foot. So the thing is that, and shouts out to Coach Tyler and Christine. He's a special teams in that case, with the exception of Koo.
Well, of course, no one was talking about Koo.
But the thing is, and shouts out to everybody that was at the game because I heard them yelling Koo.
Yeah, we could hear the Koo.
Yeah, I heard them yelling Koo at the game, the away team fans. But everybody was saying, I've heard like a few fans who are still like blindly in support of Desmond Ridder saying, hey, we shouldn't be blaming Desmond Ridder. The special teams gave him long fields 3 times in a row. I don't care. I don't care. Like if we're at the 5-yard line, at the 15-yard line, I don't care. That's not preventing you from getting a first down. Like it'll be different if you got pinned deep and you got a couple of first downs and you still had to punt the ball. That's not preventing you from just not being able to get first downs. It got to the point where it was so bad with him taking sacks. It's like I just don't know. I just don't know if it's a situation where like he doesn't have spatial awareness. He doesn't realize how close people are to him. But there's times when he's outside of the pocket. He's rolling on a bootleg when he could throw it away. And he just takes sacks. Like I don't know what it is. Like if the NFL speed is just more than he anticipated or what. But he takes sacks worse than Matt Ryan. And that's bad because Matt Ryan took some bad sacks. But with his speed and athleticism, he takes sacks worse than Matt Ryan. And I've been telling you something else. I don't know if y'all seen the video that we put out earlier this week, but Des, I got some of this for you. You can use it because another game with another fumble, you need to go to the Big Low Kuntry School of Quarterbacking and just use a little bit of tape. It works every time. It'll get you right. Yeah, I agree with Mike. Keith Smith, he should have let that ball go. But yes, the special teams, especially in a situation where, you know, you're struggling because your offense can't get going. Mm-hmm. You need as many, those 15, 20 yards can help you out so much.
Clay Melton said we're the wrong kind of special today.
The wrong kind of special, Clay. The wrong kind of special. Also, I think I got I did read that super chat. But yeah, I definitely agree with you. Now, Jermaine Simmons in here, he says, Arthur Smith, you don't deserve a postseason after this. And that's sad. Like, we shouldn't even be here. Mm-hmm. But this is where we're at, guys. This is where we're at. We're at the point now where it's like, hey, do we even want to go to the postseason? I want to go because I'm a diehard Falcons fan, and I'm from the school of once you get to the tournament, you never know what's going to happen after you get there.
I don't, because I don't want to go and be embarrassed, and out in the first round because we don't have the full team, a complete team that can really compete.
I mean, we got a complete team.
That can really compete.
We got a team that can compete. We just don't got the coaching that can compete. We got a team.
But if we go in the playoffs, we're going with this coaching staff, and you might buy this coaching staff another year because they made the playoffs.
I feel like it should be one of those cases where the front office should be so in tune, like because this is their job, right? And they should be in tune enough to see, like, hey, we went 9-8, but even though we went 9-8, we're not going to have sustained success with this formula.
I don't know that our front office would think that.
I don't know. I mean, and there's a few reasons why we have, and we're looking at Arthur Smith in this light. Number one is the issues that we've had with the quarterbacks. Even while Matt Ryan was here, Matt Ryan was more productive than Marcus Mariota and Desmond Ridder, and he was more productive than Marcus Mariota and Desmond Ridder. But the thing is that he just doesn't know how to develop young quarterbacks and put quarterbacks in the best situation. So I guess my question to the coaching staff is, now we're in this situation where it's like it's the concussion protocol. And shouts out to Uncle Steve. I was watching the show a little bit earlier when he was saying, you know, we'll find out on Wednesday whenever they release that injury report, you know, what exactly is going on with Desmond Ridder. Yeah. But do y'all think it's time to move on from Desmond Ridder? Like, is the Desmond Ridder experiment over? If you feel like it is time to move on, put a 1 in the chat. If you feel like it's a situation where, hey, rolling back out there, put a 2 in the chat.
So in the chat, John Brooks wanted to make sure that you knew that they said Dez was benched because he had a concussion, not because of his play. And like you said, we'll see what comes out on that injury report on Wednesday, if he's actually hurt or what's going to happen with that. Tyler Russell is taking offense to me saying that Arthur Smith might have another year. He said Arthur Smith isn't going anywhere. We outperformed the last 2 years with our trashy roster. One average season won't send him packing. What about 2 losing seasons and possibly a third? Will that send him packing, Tyler? Or should we just keep going? You know I don't like Arthur Smith. Don't stand up for him. Don't do that. And then Laura Rodriguez asked if that was your wife speaking. Yes, it is his wife of 14 years. My name is owner and GM Coach Roney.
Oh, Lord.
And Matchmaker Supreme of Big Low Kuntry Sports.
She's Matchmaker Supreme assistant
No, I didn't say assistant.
Because I'm the matchmaker. I don't know why she
not.
thinks she.
No, he's not.
I don't know why she think.
I don't know why
Just
you
because she
think
picked a
you
good
would.
guy, it's like she feel like she's the matchmaker.
Oh my God! You 777 WCG said Arthur Smith wasn't Fontenot's choice for head coach. He would love to cut Arthur and bring in his own guy.
I mean, look, I agree with you.
Oh, Tyler Russell had a good point. He said the decision about the quarterback may be coming from someone else. We don't know if it's just Arthur Smith's decision alone.
Well, I mean, let's think about this. So, does nobody else see it as an issue or a concern that every time he makes a move with the quarterback, that there's some mystery injury that goes on? Like, does anybody?
You talking about with Mariota?
Yeah, like it's always like some realm of mystery and some phantom injury that goes on every time he makes a move at quarterback. Like, that's concerning.
Not just because you decided what was best for the team was this move. Oh no, they just happened to get hurt.
They just happen to get hurt.
Oh, that's
Like
interesting.
that's not concerning. Like that.
Why would you say that's concerning?
Well, I feel like that's concerning because it's like, number one, you don't want to make it look like you were wrong in the decision that you made initially, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, and then number two, you're making it a habit of lying to us. Like, if you just came out and said, we're just making a move, to make a move, like, because it's obvious that, we're having issues offensively, like, I would respect you a whole lot more than you just, like, Desmond Ridder. And number one, first of all, I'm not going to sit up here and judge whether or not somebody looks okay as far as, like, if they have a concussion. I'm not the person to do that. But D'Orlando Ledbetter said that he was cleared and said that he was cleared for the concussion. So it's like, if Desmond Ridder is indeed your guy, why wouldn't you put him back out there? You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Then Taylor Heinicke comes out and the offense automatically looks better.
Yeah. So,
like, all of those two things are concerning to me, because if it's a situation where you just don't want it to be wrong, first of all, you're in the wrong profession if you're that concerned about being wrong.
Yeah.
You're in the wrong profession.
Y'all be wrong all the time.
Yeah, you're going to be wrong all the time. And number two is, like, you're making it a habit of just lying to people because you want to save face and be right. Like, those are two concerning issues. I don't think a lot of people see that. D-Law, he said, yeah, it's time to make the move. He said it's time. Molly Mouse says Arthur Blank is going to hop in Matt Ryan and Julio Jones DM saying, hey, Big Head. Julio Jones caught a touchdown today.
Did he?
Yeah, he caught him.
He caught a touchdown?
Yeah, caught him a touchdown. Will Amy, Millie Mills, Rue, they all said, yeah, it's time to move on to Taylor Heinicke. Trinity says, nah, go ahead and stick with Ritter. Quad Sevens, he said, go ahead and move on. Dre says, nah, go ahead and stick it on out. Fours Up say, stick it on out. J Tough, Marina, Stefan, they said, look, it's time to move on. Slim Guy, Mafia, Mafia, he traded on me. J-Ball, Chris, shouts out to you, Chris. Thank you so much for joining us. ATL Skate Man, Project has won, but I don't think it's all his fault, and it's not. But yeah, go ahead and move on. J Coop says 2. Shouts out to Justin in here. I think it's my first time seeing Justin in the chat. He says 1 exclamation points. So yeah, I mean, look, it's one of those situations. LJ, Jermaine, Mars says 1 is over. I've seen enough. I mean, the thing is, guys, is that unfortunately, it's kind of like what I was telling Coach Roney. It's like Desmond Ridder seems like he's a good kid. Mm-hmm. And I definitely wanted him to be successful. Mm-hmm. I definitely did. One thing that a lot of people might not know is that I created a petition last year whenever Marcus Mariota was stanking it up
disgusting.
I mean, it was terrible.
Terrible.
I made a petition to have Desmond Ridder play so we could see whether or not he was the guy last year.
Well, and that's the thing with Desmond Ridder. He was still a better start than Marcus Mariota any day.
Yeah.
Better start than Marcus Mariota. But the reason the fans wanted him to play last year, and I know you were calling for it early, but about game 6, everybody was kind of like, yeah, we need to take him out. The reason why the fans wanted Desmond Ridder to play last year is because we wanted to see if we needed to be looking for another quarterback in this draft.
Exactly.
That's why everybody was like, go ahead and let him play so we can see what he's made of. So now we're looking this year, and so now we had to wait till the next year. We had to skip that draft, and now we're looking like, hey, we're going to need a quarterback. He's not going to be able to do it. I mean, the ball security issues alone are enough for me.
Yeah.
Like, you can't play quarterback. You touch the ball more than anybody. You can't play quarterback in the NFL. You can't hold on to it.
Exactly.
You just can't. Even if you have other variables that make you very talented and, you know, give a lot of possibilities for your development, you can't hold on to the ball.
You can't hold on to the ball. You can't hold on. Well, you got to hold on to the ball. Yeah, definitely. T-Mama says, Big Low, hold on to your britches. But I mean, yeah. So, and you make a good point, Coach Ronnie. That's where a lot of people were coming from when it came to playing Desmond Ridder last year. Because if we seen Desmond Ridder wasn't the guy last year, maybe we wouldn't have gotten beaten by Will Levis this year.
This year, yeah.
Because maybe we would have been on the team.
Maybe we would have drafted him because he fell to the second round.
Yes. Yes. Golly. C double. He says one. He agrees. Tyler Russell says he still loves you, Coach Ronnie.
Yes, of course. But I don't love your love for Arthur Smith, Tyler.
Laura Rodriguez says, thank you. No problem, Laura.
You're welcome,
No problem.
Laura.
Look, I do need y'all to do a country boy a favor, though. If you can, make sure that you hit that like button. We would definitely and greatly appreciate that. Also, make sure that you share the channel with your friends and family. We do a lot of great things over here, making informative videos, also making videos because, I mean, you know, we were talking about how I might be the next starting quarterback for the Atlanta Falcons. You know, Desmond Ridder, you know, I know that he's going through his issues right now. It ain't raining in his field right now, but look, they might go ahead and make that call. You know,
Billy Mills said Rich McKay is the overseer. Maybe it's out of Arthur Smith's control.
Hey, I can't say nothing about Rich McKay because I partied with him last night. So I ain't saying nothing. Rich, you good with me? You just make sure that y'all have that cheese sauce with the nachos again next year. Oh man. But shouts out to Brand Levy. He says we got the Vikings this week, minus Kirk Cousins.
Okay, well.
So
Well, we know what happens when they put in backup quarterbacks against us, y'all. So I don't know if that's a plus.
I mean, I'll be honest with you, like that's what a good offensive coordinator is capable of doing. Whenever you got a young rookie quarterback midway through the season, you put them in. They just had some plays developed for them to make them successful. And unfortunately, we just don't have that.
Who was the offensive coordinator in Tennessee? Let me Google it.
Yeah, I can't remember
Or
exactly.
y'all might drop it in the chat.
Yeah,
Who's
if
the
y'all-
offensive coordinator in Tennessee?
Yeah, coaching staff should be able to let us know who that is. Joshua McVolding says, Desmond in a rough spot. We got a winning team with no time to let him develop to see what he's actually about. Truth. And I definitely agree with you. Mafia says, Matchmaker Supreme.
Yep.
Says, y'all are too funny. Yes, I am.
No joke. I'm serious.
Yes, okay. Okay.
All right, so the Titans' offensive coordinator is Tim Kelly.
Tim Kelly. I did hear him say Tim Kelly.
It's his second season with the Titans. He was just promoted this year.
Yeah.
After serving as a passing game coordinator.
Yeah. I mean, Tim Kelly, he put together a good game plan for him. You know, I mean, But once again, like that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. C Double says he was clear off that concussion. He says I don't trust Coach Stash. Oh my goodness. And Tyler Russell says Ronnie, a losing season with bad rosters won't get him fired by Arthur Blank. Arthur Blank gives a long leash. Yes, yeah, and that is true. Like he'll ride it out with you for a long time. Ride it out with you for a long time. But moving forward, I mean, so what were the issues that we seen with Desmond Ridder? The first issue that I seen is that he did fumble once again. And then it's like I said, it's almost like the game was moving too fast for him. He was taking sacks. He was rushing throws. I know that Bijan Robinson, there were a couple plays he didn't get his head around fast enough. I know one from Desmond Ridder, he just had to throw it a little bit quicker than he needed to. And it's like someone mentioned in the chat a little bit earlier, he's in a tough spot because, I mean, not only is he in a situation where the negative, he's excuse me, he's basically put in a situation where he has negative equity from the head coach because the head coach isn't putting him in situations where he can succeed. But also, this offensive line that was supposed to be the backbone of this team because he was the former offensive lineman and that was, he was going to work with them directly. The offensive line is playing terribly right now. Drew Dalman can't snap the ball directly to the quarterback. He
ain't been able to do that for a while.
He hasn't been.
It hasn't been fixed.
It hasn't been
They're
fixed.
still letting this man do these wild snaps. What else is the issue with the offensive line?
Caleb McGarry, he's out here doing a love slide.
What's that mean?
It's like, all I'm seeing is he's not moving his feet. He's out here sliding. Y'all know about this. Slide, 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 step to the left. Like, that's what he's doing. Kick back, Bo, and put them arms out. Caleb McGarry, he's starting to become defensive lineman's get right game. Mm-hmm. It's like if you're not getting any sacks and not getting no pressure on the quarterback, man, I see the Falcons on the roster. I'm finna go abuse Caleb McGarry. He got paid, and now there's a situation where he ain't doing nothing. He ain't hitting no donut spread. So I mean that's another huge issue. That's something that we got to resolve. And Drew Dalman, not only is he not getting those snaps to the quarterback efficiently, but like he's getting worked over a little bit on the offensive line as well. You get 2 weak links on the offensive line, it's gonna be a long day for the quarterback, right? Think about it. Whenever Tyler Heinicke came in and he was getting the ball out of his hands a little bit faster, then after he completed those quick completions, then he had time to throw, have a little bit more time to throw the ball downfield. And what did that do? That opened up the running game a little bit more. I don't know if y'all seen it. After Taylor Heinicke came in, that toss play actually worked because they weren't able to just crash down on Bijan Robinson because they knew that all they had to do was bracket these wide receivers whenever they got in the red zone. Because they were like, oh, Tyler Heinicke, passing. He ain't just playing, like he actually trying to get in there. So
what do you mean? So what are you saying?
So basically, it's like the defense realized that they got to play the run and the pass.
Oh, okay. They couldn't just like block all the wide receivers and take away your immediate options,
yes.
And then nothing happens. You'll get sacked or whatever.
Exactly.
So what did Tyler Heinicke do to overcome that?
Well, number one is like he was reading the defense, and he had an idea of where the ball was going to go before the play developed. Okay. And number 2 is like he just wasn't staring down wide receivers because I don't know why Desmond Ridder started. It's like Desmond Ridder is getting to the point where he's starting to look like Marcus Mariota looked last year. It's like he's looking fidgety.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he can't hold on to the ball, and he's looking nervous while he's trying to make these passes. But I think it was the right move to make, and I agree with the coaching staff whenever they said, yeah, it's about time to move on to Heinicke, because Taylor Heinicke is a vet, and I feel like at this point in time, you need a vet to come in for this team, because, you know, Arthur Smith, he's not putting them in the best situation. So go ahead and put somebody in here who's seen a few more things than Desmond Ridder's seen. That's just my opinion. Corey's in here. He says Heinicke had a better tempo with the offense. No cap. I completely agree with you, Bo. I completely agree with you. Dre Day's in here. What's going on, Dre Day? Hope you're doing good. Mom, this is coach is hard headed. Oh, man. Dre Murphy says, welcome, Justin. Definitely, man. Definitely welcome. Much love to you. Matt Town Dirty in here says, one. What in the world, Bo? Hope you're doing good, man. No good, but so good. Says, infinity ones. I ain't mad at you. Tonio TV's in here says one for sure. So, I mean, it looks like we still got votes coming in as far as, you know, what move they should make. Excuse me.
I like this comment by Eric Mack. He said Arthur Smith has the right guys with the wrong plan.
Yes. 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 I mean, I think that's, I think that is completely correct. It's a situation where it's like, you know, you want to make scrambled eggs, and I mean, it's not hard to make scrambled eggs, but all you got is Italian seasoning.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, nobody want no Italian seasoned scrambled eggs.
Jermaine Simmons seems distressed.
What's wrong? What's wrong with Maine?
He said, if I were Arthur Blank, I would not let go of Smith. I would let go of Smith because I wouldn't hire coaches that keep on losing. Atlanta deserves way better.
They definitely do. We definitely do. We definitely do. Abraham Edit says, no, Ritter got benched because he's in concussion protocol.
That's what they say.
That's what they say. That's what they say. Tracy from Facebook, also, I don't know if y'all know, we do have the Facebook page, Big Low Kuntry Sports on Facebook. He says, Coach Ronnie's voice is so distinguishable. Y'all compliment one another really well. I did watch my Saints today. I opted to go to the cafe with my daughters. Okay.
Ooh, brunch.
Very calming.
A brunch situation. I love a good.
Wrong with that, Miss
I
Tracy.
love a good Sunday brunch.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Definitely.
I also skip games to go to brunch with.
Yeah, you do.
I do.
You do.
Because first of all,
okay.
I don't have to say it.
Okay.
Hey, ho, ho. First of all, there you go.
Okay, Coach.
I'd rather have a mimosa.
Wow. You know how you get your mimosas. About 100,000. Okay, Coach. You come in singing all kinds of songs. Like, you good? So I'm saving all. Shouts out to Miss Donna. She said the center, Drew, gots to go.
Yes. Interesting. Rude Jedi said, did y'all peep that Tyler Heinicke was calling the plays a little bit?
Yeah.
Huh.
He had, and we don't know if it's a situation where that's just veteran privileges, or if it's a situation where, you know, he just has more of a grasp on the offense than Desmond Ridder has. I mean, that's, you know, you got to be in the room where it happens. Shouts out to Hamilton. Rose Stackton says the Titans are executing the Arthur Smith offense so much better than Arthur Smith. What do Arthur Smith does so well?
That's interesting.
Man. Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat.
Well, I'd like to start answering that by saying nothing.
What
Go ahead. You're willing. You go ahead.
All the hate.
I can't stand Arthur Smith. It drives me up a wall. I'm sure he's a fine gentleman on his own. I just don't like him as our head coach. I don't like it.
Arthur Smith cool people, man.
Yeah, I'm sure he's, you know, in real life, he's cool, whatever. But as the Falcons head coach, I'm just like, no.
Man, I don't know. Tyler says McGarry is trash. It's a Albert Hainsworth effect. You know, Albert Hainsworth got paid.
How much did he just get paid?
He said, how much did he get paid?
Yeah.
I think it's like, somebody look it up. I think it's like 12, 13 million. But the thing is, before last season, it was almost a guarantee that we were going to cut Caleb McGarry. Then last season came, he just went crazy.
He played
out
his
of his
contract
mind.
year.
Yes.
I would always let somebody go if that happens.
Yeah,
I would never hold on to them.
There's somebody else out here that can do it.
Yeah, you need somebody that plays every year, not just their final year, because all they're trying to do is get some more money.
That's it.
Y'all, see?
John Person, he says, "Hey, Coach, Caleb McGarry out here shadow boxing." Oh, but John Person said he's out here looking for a wife. John, I got you. I got you.
No, he doesn't got you, John.
No, listen to Coach
I got you.
I got you, John. Don't listen to Coach Ronnie. Don't listen to Coach Ronnie. Eric Mack says, all in all, the refs never gave us a chance. I mean, and that's true. They gave them a whole bunch of points. And then, you know, I knew that whenever that happened, that whole non-call with DeAndre Hopkins, I said, okay, well, they're going to give us a call a little bit later on, but and they did, but it's nothing that took or added points to the board. So I'm like, it wasn't even. It wasn't even. They know that they shouldn't have made that call. King Atlanta, rise up. What's going on, my family? Hope you're doing good tonight. Hope you're doing good. Also, if you are doing good and you're frustrated about how the Atlanta Falcons performed today, make sure that you hit that like button. If you need a way to express it, or you can't give me a handshake or dap me up live in person, make sure that you hit that like button. I would definitely appreciate it. The Dix always in here shouts out to Larry. He says, the Ghost Rider's in the building. When the fan base is fed up, there ain't nothing you can do about it. It's like running out of luck.
No matter how you know.
Wait a minute, go back. Wait a minute. Let's try this again. All right, Larry, you got your one on this one, Bo. All right.
Let me tell you how it all goes down.
There ain't nothing you can do about
Nothing you can do about it. Whoa!
It's like running out of love.
No matter how you meant, you know.
She was raised in Riverdale. Right inside of the perimeter. Some of the best wings that you ever had.
Whoa!
Some of the best lemon pepper that you ever had.
Whoa!
And I miss her. Hey, woman, if you're listening.
Oh my God!
Coach Wild Smith says, what's going on with your Coach Big Low? Tough loss today, but I know that Archie Smith is going to start Ritter next week, even though he should stay with Heinicke going forward. Dang, boy. Coach Wallace, he's going against his cousin.
Yep.
He's going against his cousin, Coach
Family.
Wallace.
He's going to turn his back on family.
Oh, man. Well, change up top. What in the who that, Bo? What in the world?
What in the who that? Absolutely not. Tyler Russell said McGarry made $9.5 million this year and $10 million in 2024 and 2025.
Man, so you're going to make $10 million?
He ain't going to make $10 million here.
That man going to make $10 million next year. The
Oh,
doggone,
my God.
to get swept like a broom. They pushing that boy all over the floor like a broom. Like it's sad. It don't make no sense. Yeah, Dixon says $33 million. No, it can't be no $33 million per year now. No. I see some people says $11 million. Will Amos says 3 years, $20 million for McGarry. Man, boy, good. Okay, $11 million per year. Okay, that sounds about right. Coach Padre says, Coach, is it just me or does anyone else find it problematic that Heinicke has better command of the offense than Ritter, whose only job last year was learning the offense?
Ugh.
Man, dun dun dun. That's a Superman chat. But you got to think about it, Coach. Look who he's learned the offense from. Look who he learned the offense from.
What do you mean?
He was learning from Marcus Mariota.
Marcus Mariota ain't never talked to that man. And you can tell from the interviews, Marcus Mariota ain't never said anything to him. Marcus Mariota is too busy studying with his wife to talk to Desmond Ridder about that. And y'all watch that QB show. He only studies with his wife. That's what he said.
Man, that QB show. You talk about something that made me mad whenever I watched that QB show. I watched the time and dedication that Kirk Cousins and Patrick Mahomes, who eventually won the Super Bowl that year, put into their craft. And I'm gonna be honest with you, like this was whenever I watched that was the turning point for me with Arthur Smith. Because I was like, so this is the guy that Arthur Smith chose.
Yep.
Yep. You go back and look. If y'all hadn't watched it, watch QB1. Is that name on QB1?
Yeah, I think it's just QB1.
Watch QB1
on Netflix.
On Netflix, I think it came out like early this year. You know, before the season started. But I mean, you got Kirk Cousins who's hooking his brain up to this sensor and remembering stuff the best way that you can. And
well, it's supposed to keep his brain stimulated so he absorbs information better.
Absorb information
help
quicker.
Him make quicker decisions on the field and stuff like that.
Yes, you got Patrick Mahomes that's saying he dedicates so many hours to studying the playbook.
And then he practices off-balance throws.
Yes.
So if he's ever in awkward situations, he can still successfully throw the ball. That's several hours of his intense workout plan during the week.
Marcus Mariota has like a recovery plan where he works out like.
Not Marcus Mariota.
I'm sorry, not Marcus Mariota, but Patrick Mahomes has his workout plan where he, works himself up to game shape on Sunday and it starts on Monday. So this isn't practice. This is in addition, and I mean. You look at how all of these guys prepare. Kirk Cousins has people come massage him every week. They come, I think, twice a week, if I'm not mistaken. And, then you got Marcus Mariota.
The level of dedication that those two quarterbacks had to just being better at their position when people already look at them as being great quarterbacks, it was very inspiring.
It was. And Marcus Mariota was like, yeah, my friend from college cooks for me.
And my pregnant wife, her body is going through all these changes. She's the only person I study my playbook with.
Yeah, I don't study with nobody else. But
I won't study with anyone else.
She was up in the crowd talking about, as long as you give Marcus the ball, you got a chance. I'm like, okay. You got a chance.
And that was kind of all he did.
That's all they showed. That's all he did.
That's kind of all he did.
That's all he did.
He didn't really seem like he
it was sad.
talked much to the team at all or did anything outside of going to the games with the team.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough. Mill says, I just want to hear all the boos at Arthur Smith when he comes back to the Benz with Desmond Ridder starting at quarterback. The thing is that Arthur Smith actually, if he does want to play Desmond Ridder, he put that young man in a terrible situation.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Like, if he legit wants Desmond Ridder to be the starting quarterback for the Falcons, you put him in a terrible situation because you took him out and you kept him out. And Tyler Heinicke came in, and just like somebody mentioned earlier, he just had, Padres said he just had command of the offense. So, and shouts out to you, Padre, because I needed to continue to expound on the point that you were making. I mean, it's like, if you look at what Marcus Mariota did, and I'm sure, there's more to the story than what we just seen on Netflix. But if you look at what he did in comparison to the guys who are actually successful in the NFL playing the quarterback position, and Arthur Smith being cool with that level of dedication, and I'm sure, I could almost guarantee you, I would bet you my right pinky finger that Desmond Ridder is more dedicated than Marcus Mariota, which is why he's a better quarterback. Mm-hmm. But he's a better quarterback, and he's a great guy. He's scrappy and everything else. in this situation, he just can't do it.
No.
I want the kid to be successful as much as possible. I was Desmond Ridder. I was rooting for Desmond Ridder before he even started playing.
Yeah.
And it just in this situation with this coaching staff, with this team, with his abilities, it's just not in the cards. I say it all the time. Football is just like life. The circumstances make a huge impact on how successful you can be. Mm-hmm. And in these circumstances, Desmond Ridder is not going to be able to do what he needs to do. He'd be better off going to another team.
Yeah, he would.
I mean,
unfortunately.
And I'm not trying to sound negative. I'm not trying to, I ain't trying to throw no shade or no salt at anybody. He'd be better off going to another team. Archie Smith and Dave Ragone, who ruined Mitch Trubisky, they're not going to be able to put this young man in a good situation. And I want to see him successful. Not only for him, but for the sake of his wife and his little girl. Rue says he got tossed. What the world? He got tossed out of there. What the world? Jason Way said, "Sing it, Coach Ronnie." Oh man! Now, did anybody hear any injury updates on Grady Jarrett? Because I heard that he had that knee injury. Padre says greatness never sleeps, and Mariota got naps between his.
Stay sleeping.
Stay sleeping. Dun, dun, dun. That's Superman.
That literally summarizes that QB1 show. Greatness never sleeps, and then you cut to Mariota sleeping, and then you cut to Kirk and what's his name, Patrick Mahomes, honing their craft.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, it was tough to watch, but like I said, that's what really put me out on Arthur Smith. Johnny says, "What in the world, Bo? The coaches have failed to develop Ritter as a quarterback." I completely agree with you. And the thing is that, and I heard some people mention I think people are starting to see and get the point that we're making.
What point?
I mean, it's like Arthur Smith's ego is getting in the way.
I was making that point from day 2 of his tenure, but okay.
Okay, Coach, right. You didn't have nothing to see on day 2.
Yes, I did.
What did you see from
My
day
first
2?
issue that I had with him was the performative, I make them run laps and all this stuff if they break my rules. I said that's just posturing. That's all ego right there. That's just making himself look good to people. I didn't like it.
Yeah.
And I said it. Hey, it's on YouTube. Go back and check it. I said it on the show.
I mean,
I'm glad you all are seeing what I'm seeing. Memberships are open to the Arthur Smith Has Got to Go Club. As Padre said, free until 2024. And hopefully I can disband the club then because he won't be here no more.
Wow, Coach Ronnie. Infinity scars, Padre?
Infinity scarves.
Infinity scars?
Keep wrapping that thing around your neck.
Oh, my goodness.
Till you're toasty and stylish.
Like a 2010 R&B singer.
Like a 2010 R&B singer. And wear it with your short sleeve shirts. So we all can look and say, is it hot or is it cold?
Is it
What's
hot
going on?
or is it cold? Zaya Leak says, what's that? It's a SH. Okay, it's the way we play against a rookie quarterback and make him look like a great player, make him look good. But the thing is that it's like I was saying earlier. It's not like he necessarily went off. He threw for 4 touchdowns. But I mean, we did get a lot of stops against them, and we could have very well won the game. But I mean, I think it's a situation where he definitely played better than we thought he was going to play. So for everybody who's making all the jokes about him putting mayonnaise in his coffee, shouts out to Jack Spade, picking on him, says that saying that he eats his hot dog backwards. I mean, not his hot dog, but he said he eats bananas backwards. Yeah, that old backward banana eating joker burnt our drops off the day. Bitch, I ain't gonna pick on nobody else like that. Man, shouts out to Jack Spade. Let me tell y'all what this joker did to me, man. So Jack Spade and my homeboy Mike, they were staying at the Marriott right beside Vanderbilt University. There were these older ladies that were like Georgia fans. They lived in Tennessee. I can say this time. So they were like, they're like, man, we know that y'all were football players. And they were like, yo, we're from Georgia. Like, oh, y'all play for UGA? I was like, nah, but we know some UGA players. So I went to their hotel before we went to one of the events. And then they came out the door like, oh, is this one of the UGA players? Jasmine said, yeah, he used to be the quarterback for UGA.
Y'all, they said his name was J.D. Shockley.
Oh, my goodness. This lady, she was drunk. And then she was like, oh, my God, I got to take a picture with you. So I took a picture with him. I didn't want to be like, nah. So, yeah. If y'all see Jack Spade, make sure you tell him that Big Low go get him back for that one. Oh, my goodness. D. Howard says membership request.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. So, I'm going to tell you something. One of the reasons, all right. So, it's 4th and 1, Coach Ronnie. You got a minute and I don't know how many seconds were left whenever this play happened. But it's 4th and 1 at the end of the game, right? You're running up and down the field on them. And, Taylor Heinicke, he comes in and there's a minute and 33 seconds left. Taylor Heinicke comes in, 4th down. You're on your own 22-yard line. Why in the world did we throw the ball when multiple times in the last year and a half when we tried to throw the ball on 4th down, it doesn't work? Why did we do that whenever we have Tyler Algier and Cordero Patterson in the backfield? Is it a situation where Arthur Smith's ego is continuously, is he trying to prove to us over and over again that he can throw the ball
that it can work
on 4th down? Like, we legitimately could have just ran the ball and just clocked it. We could have just spiked the ball after we got the 1st down. Because we didn't have any timeouts left, but in the NFL, a minute and 33 seconds is an eternity.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So why in the world, I want to ask y'all in the chat, do y'all feel like it was the right decision to throw the ball on 4th and 1? If you feel like it was the right decision, put a 1 in the chat. If you feel like it wasn't, put a 2 in the chat. And I know this is one of those situations where looking back, hindsight is 20/20. But whenever I see them, if I'm not mistaken, I think they lined up in empty again with no players in the backfield besides the quarterback. Am I wrong for thinking that you just run the ball in that situation? Am I wrong? What did I say, Coach? 2 if you think we should have ran it?
I don't know.
I can't remember. Did I say 2?
You be talking.
Huh?
I said you just be talking.
I do. Did I say 2 if you think we should have ran it, or 1 if you think we should have ran it? I just want to know what y'all are thinking. But yeah, why did we run the ball in this situation? Why did we throw the ball in this situation? Because I'm legit trying to figure it out. Jermaine Simmons says, a last warning to Arthur Smith, if the Falcons don't make the playoffs, I'm putting an eviction notice on the coach. Uh-oh. It's going down. It's going down. Let's see here. I know we got a lot of 2s. Okay. Somebody says 2, we should have ran it. Ruth says 2, we should have ran it. I completely agree with you. So let me see what all the votes are. Because I understand. I understand it's one of those cases where we only had a minute and 33 seconds left, but you got this bruising running game. Why not run the doggone ball? Jay, and Rue, they said run it. Trinity Clark says we should have ran it, man. Let's see. Lamar, he says 2. Feels like we should have ran it. Johnny also says 2. Feels like we should have ran it. Antoine Wartime, he says good pass play, but you should have ran the ball at that time. Yeah, I mean, it was a good pass play if you needed 1 yard. Like, if we would have ran it on 3rd down, I would have been fine with it. Or 2nd down, I would have been cool with it. But 4th and 1? Come on, man. And the thing is that it just doesn't really work whenever we try to throw the ball in those situations. Mr. Mill says 3. I don't really care. Just get the doggone 1st down. I agree with you, Millie. I agree with you. Antoine Wartime says 2. Beasley says Dan Reeves is still the best Falcon coach ever. Man, Dan Reeves, boy, he was he ain't played no games with him. That was the thing about him. Mafi, Rue, that says 2, should have just ran it. Shouts out to my boy Slick in here. He says, I believe they should have ran on third down. Okay. Mac Town says 2. 3 Dirties in here. He says, Brable baited Arthur Smith's ego by what he's said during the week.
What did he say?
I don't know. What did he say during the week? 3
Oh,
Dirties?
you got to put that in the chat. What did he say?
I didn't know he said something.
Trinity Clark's talking about that trick play he did. On the first drive of the game at the goal line, he said he keeps sabotaging Ritter.
Keep sabotaging Ritter, man. You always want to recreate the wheel. Wallace Smith says 1 because you want to make sure you get the 1st down. I agree with you, Coach Wallace. Like, there's too many negative things that can happen if we put the ball in the air, right? Shouts out to Richard Russell in here. He says Tyler Russell says he can run the ball better than B. John Robinson today. Uh-oh, Tyler. I didn't know you were doing it like that, Bo. Man. They might need to put both of us in the backfield, Tyler. I can hand the ball off to you. Rose says 2, if you're passing, why go empty? So, exactly. I mean, you letting them know that you're finna throw the ball. It don't make no sense. Dartmouth, he says 2. He also agrees. But yeah, I mean, I just don't know. Danny Johnson says 1 should have been a 1st down. Yeah, I mean, it should have been, but once again, if you put the ball in the air, there's more negative things that can happen than more positive things. One positive thing that can happen is you hitting that like button for us. We would definitely and greatly appreciate it if you did.
So 3 Dirty says that Vrabel said he was only afraid of Algier.
What? Like Vrabel said he was only afraid of Tyler Algier?
I guess so.
Talk about psychological warfare. He knew.
He knew he could get in his head.
Exactly. Yo, I'm just afraid of Tyler Algier. I ain't worried about Bijan.
Did he mean Tyler Algier or Tyler Russell, who could run the ball better than Bijan?
He probably meant Tyler Russell. I would be afraid of that too.
So he knew that, Vrabel knew that if he said something about the game plan for Arthur Smith would try to prove the opposite to his own detriment.
Wow.
And guess what he did?
He tried to prove the opposite.
To his own detriment.
To his own detriment. Golly. You can't make this stuff up. You can't make this stuff up. Like, I'm going to show you. Like, what?
He knew he was going to do that, though.
He
read that man like a book.
Talk about psychological
Oh, my God. It was too easy.
Mike Vrabel, he reads The Art of War.
Guess so. Shout out to Black Bear in the chat. He said, as a Titans fan, great game, guys. Your defense is definitely up there. Nothing but love for you guys.
Shouts out to you, Black Bear. Thank you so much, man. And we enjoyed your city.
Yeah, it
we
was
had
cool.
a great time, man. We rode the tractor trailer all around Nashville, and you know we let everybody know that we were in town. Dixon Way says, why are we asking intelligent questions about Arthur Smith's play calling when he doesn't have smart play calling? If a person shows you who they are, Big Low, believe them. This is a bad coach. Dang, man. Goodness.
Someone shows you.
Oh, I forgot. Wait a minute, y'all. You got Maya Angelou. Miss Maya Angelou, could you please let us know what happens when someone shows you who they are? Everybody close their eyes while we.
Someone shows you who they are. Believe them.
What in the world? I've never heard Maya Angelou sound like that. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh man. Black Bear says y'all definitely are going to win, and you just became my favorite Titans fan, Black Bear. Thank you so much. Dan Johnson says Arthur Smith uses ass Madden. he gets the suggested plays off of Madden. Yeah, I'm going to use that one. 4th and 1. That's a game changer. Come on, man. But yeah, it's a tough loss. It was a tough loss. I know, like I said, and shouts out to Black Bear that came to chill out with us. We thought that we were going to come in and win this game. A lot of people, in Nashville, they were saying that they thought that we were going to win this game, but unfortunately, it didn't work out like that. And, sometimes that's how things unfold, man. That's how things unfold. But
William Amy said that Dave Ragone will never get another coaching job, a play calling coaching job again. And that's kind of my problem with both Arthur Smith and Dave Ragone. I feel like your head coach and your offensive coordinator and your defensive coordinator should be people that if you let them go, they will be snatched up by somebody else.
Exactly.
For the same or better position. Like, if you don't have people on your team like that, then you're doing something wrong. If we let those guys go, I think I agree with him. They're going to be hard-pressed to find another job.
I don't think so.
At the same level? So you think you let Dave Ragone go, he's going to get another offensive coordinator job in the NFL?
Yeah, it could very well happen. Because, you talk about a league of nepotism.
Yeah, I understand that, but I feel like just looking at what he's done at his last two teams, who would hire him? Even if they knew him, who would hire him for that job?
Look, Brian Van Gorder got multiple defensive coordinating jobs. He was terrible defensive coordinator for the Falcons. He got multiple jobs. I was like, how does this guy keep getting jobs?
Who keeps hiring him?
Yeah. Brian Van Gorder, he was rocking a mustache way long before Arthur Smith. He just kept getting jobs. I was like, why is this guy, like, what does he got some tape on somebody or something? Like, what's going on? I don't know. Look, can somebody give me a count on the likes? Can somebody give me a like counter? I would definitely and greatly appreciate it. Somebody tell us how many likes.
Oh, oops, I didn't hit like. I'm going to hit like right now.
You didn't hit like button?
No. I wasn't sure if I liked it or not.
Okay, well, you owe me for that one. You owe me.
Keep it moving.
Hit that like button. Somebody tell me how many likes we got. If y'all could, I would definitely and greatly appreciate it. Matt Time Dirty said we got 47.
He needs to hit refresh.
Oh, okay. Make sure you hit refresh. Make sure that you hit refresh. Y'all let me know how many likes we got.
I'm seeing 81.
Oh, you see 81? Okay.
Yeah.
Make sure that y'all hit that like button. We would definitely and greatly appreciate it. As we go ahead and, okay, Yosemite said we are 81. Well, somebody else hit it because Rita says 80. Okay, 81, not 82. Okay, all right. We'll take
unliked it.
Wait, what'd you say?
Marina said 82, and then Anton Wartime was like 81. I was like, oh, somebody unliked it.
Definitely, man. Definitely. Well, look, I definitely hope that everybody has a productive and safe work week. Thank y'all so much for coming on and chopping it up with us. We enjoyed it as usual. Oh, Blackberry says we just earned a new subscriber. Thank you so much, Blackberry.
Oh, okay, cool.
Make sure that y'all welcome Blackberry to the coaching staff. Thank you so much. But in the meantime, we have some things that we have to figure out, like who's going to be the starting quarterback next week. We got the Minnesota Vikings coming up next, and unfortunately, it looks like they're going to be without Kirk Cousins. So, you know, I don't even know who their backup quarterback is, but if it's anything like what happened today, it's gonna be a long day.
Yeah, it's gonna be horrible. And you and I have things to figure out, like why I'm the matchmaker supreme and you're my backup in training.
Oh, I thought you were finna say like you and I got things to figure out, like how you gonna pay back for not hitting that like button.
I hit the like button. There you go. There's your payment.
You supposed to hit it first. So
I never hit it first. Somebody else always hits the like button before me.
what in the world? Now you just telling on yourself. But as far as the whole matchmaking situation, we know who.
Wait, Wallace Smith said, y'all have to realize that Ragone is not an offensive coordinator. He was placed as that with us because he was the QB coach with Titans and the Bears. I thought he was a coordinator.
I thought he was a coordinator for the Bears, Coach Wallace, if I'm not mistaken. I thought he was the coordinator.
Why Lamar 24/7 talking about it be your own people?
It be your own people, man. It be your own people, Bo. What in the world? Man.
The Dixon way talking about I don't hit the like button on my own channel. I think it's bad luck. Well, this is not my channel, Larry. I had to fight and claw to just get a mic on this channel. So I still have to hit the like button or I'll get kicked off again.
What in the world? So now you making false claims. What in the world? I hear you, Coach Ronnie. I hear you. John Brooks says, Coach, tell Big Low the backup quarterback for the Falcons for the Vikings is Jaron Hall.
Who is that?
I guess the nephew of
Aaron Hall.
Aaron Hall.
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I never heard of this kid.
Jaron Hall.
We had to do some research on him. Definitely. Padre says he was the Bears OC, but their last coach got. Yeah, I thought he was the OC. Coach Ross says no, he was not, because Nagy was the OC with the. I thought Nagy was the head coach with the Bears.
I have no idea. I don't watch football that intently. I have no idea.
I can't remember
Who did what over in Chicago.
Yeah, Chicago.
Chicago.
Tracy says, just share y'all YouTube. No matter what happens, y'all will keep us in touch. Well, thank you so much, Miss Tracy. We definitely appreciate that. We definitely appreciate for sharing. Definitely hope that y'all hit that like button and
I hit the like button. You guys better have hit it just like me. Early and quick.
Okay, Coach Ron. All right. All right, man. Well, look, I hope y'all have a safe and productive week. Make sure that y'all check us out a little bit later on this week. We should have some content coming for you. Also, make sure that you hit that like button, unlike Coach Ronnie. Also, make sure you share the channel with your friends and family like Coach Tracy. And moving forward, we'll catch up with y'all a little bit later on, man. Y'all already know what time it is. What in the world, Bo? Thank y'all so much for chopping it up.
Bye.